Under my administration, the unbreakable alliance between the United States and Israel has never been stronger.
Saudi authorities, with the backing of their scholarship, have translated the Holy Quran into Hebrew. However, investigations have found that the copy to contain more than 300 errors, a number of which appearing to support Israel's narrative over its claim to Palestine and Al-Aqsa Mosque.
I've met with most of them. I've met with MBZ in the Emirates. I've met with MBS in Saudi Arabia, the Crown Prince. And I can tell you something astonishing. These leaders are more pro-Israel than a lot of Jews.
And it's with the blessings from the lands of Tawheed, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Oman, and the United Arab Emirates, Trump got the courage to reveal a new map of the Middle East, turning Jerusalem the undivided capital of Israel. When Netanyahu accepted the deal, no high official from Palestine were present. Question is, how much does this new map mean? The Israeli-Palestinian peace plan unveiled by President Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu sounds more like a roadmap for their own futures in the Middle East, with Trump's ongoing impeachment trial happening and the United States election by the end of the year, along with Netanyahu's charges over corruption and bribery, and a third Israeli election quite soon. This peace deal seems to be timely. For election purposes, Mr. Trump and Mr. Netanyahu don't need a deal. They simply need the impression that progress is being made, because let's face it, it's a deal that will never work. Firstly, the Palestinians have no say, and secondly, just have a look at the present map and the proposed. I don't think the Palestinians are silly to accept such rubbish. Behind the peace deal is Jared Kushner. To some, he is the Antichrist prophesied in Daniel, who will make a deal with Arabs, which will last for 7 years. To me, I think he's just a baby Dajjal, a deceiver, because no peace deal will materialize as a result. Jared Kushner is best friends with Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman. He's even got bin Salman to introduce a Hebrew mistranslation of the Quran. The most serious errors discovered by the Palestinian news agency Shihab is the translation of Al-Aqsa Mosque to the temple. I wonder whose temple they are referring to.
Israel has announced that it's signed a directive officially allowing Israelis to visit Saudi Arabia for religious or business trips. Saudi Arabia doesn't have diplomatic relations with Israel and doesn't allow Israeli passport carriers to visit except for Muslim pilgrimage. The announcement comes just days before US President Donald Trump said that he would release his much-touted Middle East peace plan.
Israel recently confirmed that Israelis can now visit Saudi Arabia. However, Saudi Arabia has made it clear that Israelis can only visit after the peace deal. Do the Saudis honestly expect Palestinians to accept this sham deal for Israelis to visit Saudi Arabia? Saudis aren't a clever bunch. They'll be humiliated over this deal. It's quite clear Saudis and Israelis enjoy a warm relationship. However, Israel is not afraid to make it public. But the Saudis, on the other hand, need to keep up their brand image of being leaders in the Muslim world. Only fools fall for that trick, of course, and sadly, we have plenty, even with 2020 clear vision.
Israel will be there. Israel would be prepared to negotiate peace right away.
My friends, this peace deal is a con. It's there to pander to right-wing voters in the United States and Israel, simply for votes for Netanyahu and Trump, nothing else. One thing guaranteed is, with the Gulf Arabs throwing their money and soul behind it, I'll say for now, as the famous Dr. Israr Ahmed put it, their destruction is imminent. If Saudis can mistranslate the Quran for this peace deal, I wonder what other lies they've been telling us in the name of fatwas and religious lectures.